Hey everybody, hope your day's going well. You're back with another reaction. We're listening to Bruce Hornsby, Country Doctor. And this was a Patreon request by Marty. Thank you so much for this request and donation. Let's have a listen.
Deep down in the South County, over where the paper mill runs, left the man a young country doctor with a perfect wife and sons. Well, he worked his days and the Sundays he prayed, and nobody knew why the wife slowly withered away. I saw the country doctor asking what was wrong with me. Was caught unaware, accidental and devil may care. Behind the curtain I see to the shadows in front of me. Won't nobody know the trouble I've seen.
Oh,
My guess it was another woman with the kids and the money was a lot to lose. He said she had a rare affliction, but he was doing all he could do. And we all believed him, felt so sorry in me. Thought once he was a fine man, now I don't remember when. I saw the country doctor asking what was wrong with me. Was caught unaware, accidental and devil may care. Behind the curtain I see bottles unmarked in front of me. Won't nobody know the trouble I've seen. I saw the country doctor in a place where he didn't see me. Way out in the middle of the night, where he thought no one could see. Over there in the parlor room, making knives, hands roaming free. Someone soon must know the trouble I've seen. Did you think about the young ones? One day they'll know it was you. And if they let you off for one day, who then will you turn to? And my wife remembers one thing, said I remember kind of strangely. At a friend's wedding one time, it was a look that he gave me.
Good stuff. The song has a bounce to it in terms of music. Great piano playing. There was a great lead guitar part there as well, right? Especially the latter half of the song, and great drumming, and the production is really good too. Especially with the drumming, I could hear, it's so well placed, and each headphones, whether it's the cymbals on one side and the drumming on the other. And then there's this other percussive sound. I don't know if it comes from the drumming or maybe a triangle, like a very sharp sound. Where is it? Here. Oh. And then suddenly this backing vocal came in, which was really nice. Is that the wife? Because some of the lines, it was great storytelling. Some of the lines made me really think, like, what's going on here? And perhaps the people in the town have the same feeling, like, we're seeing signs, but I'm not sure. But yeah, his vocals here, Bruce's vocals were really soulful on this. Uh, I just recorded another reaction to another one of his songs, and it was a very different way of singing. So there's a lot of versatility there. I love that. And this song, he really felt very soulful. But the storytelling is great, but it's dark. This country doctor, wait a second here, lived a man. He looks perfect from the outside, right? Worked his day, Sundays he'd pray. So, already introducing, virtues. It's like, oh yeah, that's a great guy. But the wife is slowly withering away. Could be an illness. Nothing to really, think about. It's like, oh, there's something dark going on here, But then later on, they start to trickle in. So the great writing, these little tidbits that you get along the way, because it's kind of left vague, or there's an ambiguity there. There's not really a resolution or an outright, like, this is what happened, or if somebody took action after they witnessed the narrator, I guess, of the song, because he goes to the doctor, has something, and then sees two shadows in front of him behind the curtain. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. So he's seen something. He witnessed something, but nobody knows. So now there's kind of like a moral complicity or witness. Now you have the burden of knowing something that nobody else does. What do you do with that knowledge? Good stuff, man. There's a lot. So he thinks, of course, there's another woman. That's like the obvious thing people always go to. Oh, it's probably having an affair. And his wife is ill, a rare affliction, and we all believed him. So again, that moral complicity of everybody believing them. Why not? There's no reason here to think there's something wrong here until the end. We're going to get to that later, because that last line was kind of genius, because now it made me doubt all the rest of the people said I believe him, or are they just looking the other way, even if they noticed some strange things going on. They felt sorry for him. That's another thing that can be blinding, right? Your compassion for somebody, and you kind of ignore certain warning signs. Oh yeah, it's poor man. His wife is sick. He's a doctor and he can't heal his wife. Like that. Those are the type of thinking that you think of. Like, oh, that's so painful for a man who knows so much about medicine can't save his wife. And I thought he was a fine man. But yeah, he couldn't see. So he followed them, or what? Saw the doctor in a place where he didn't see me. Oh, I think I didn't even hear that when it was going on. I was probably focusing on the music. Oh, so he saw him, and no one could see over there in the parlor, making eyes, hands roaming free. Someone soon must know the trouble I've seen. I heard that line. I remember that one. Right. So now he's thinking, I have to do something with this knowledge. But it doesn't really say that if he does or not. You think about the young ones. One day they'll know it was you. So did he confront him? Huh. So there's a lot of ambiguity here that you can speculate of. I love that. That's good writing. It makes you think of a story, especially when you're writing like short stories. I've written a few, and it's always great for a short story to leave maybe a cliffhanger or something to think about. Don't make up a conclusion for other people. Let other people make up their own conclusions, and that's fun, because everybody talks about what they think and what's the ending about. Sopranos, for example. People, hey, that's divisive, but it's good. People still talk about it. And then the end. This is what really struck me. My wife remembers one thing. I remember kind of strangely at a friend's wedding one time, it was a look that he gave me. That's the last line. Perhaps an evil look, a predatory look. And people ignore that, but that means somebody else must have noticed other things, and everybody still chose to believe him in his moral complicity. And what do we do with that? Have we willfully ignored these things, that he might have been poisoning his wife? It's not explicitly said, right? He might have been, maybe not. So very, very, very good writing. They could make a movie out of this. Yo, that is good. But I think there are stories and movies with this type of premise, and you know, there's something dark going on, and slowly but surely you kind of get more and more hints, and then you're sure, and then at the end you can flip it over, and then make everybody doubt themselves of what they've seen. I love doing that. Yeah, good stuff, man. Great writer, great singer, great piano player. Good stuff. Thank you for introducing me to it. If you have any other recommendations, let me know. Hope to see you there. Goodbye.